If your KDP books aren't selling, I'm gonna show you the shift that changed everything for me. See, you can design great covers, you can write great content, you can do everything right, but if you screw up this one thing, nothing else you do matters. Because the reality is, when we're talking about publishing, effort doesn't equal income. I've published books that have flopped, I've had blocked books, I've published books that have lost money, but I've also published books that continue to break records every single day. I'm gonna break down the mistakes that I've seen people make as beginners and as advanced publishers and how to fix it in this video coming up right now. Hey everybody, my name is Emeka and this is the Publishing Academy YouTube channel. If you're looking at getting started with Amazon KDP or you're looking at scaling your current KDP business, please subscribe to the channel. All right, let's get into it. So I have seen it all and I've done it all myself. And when it comes to why isn't your book selling, it really boils down to usually this one thing that we're going to talk about in this video, as well as a few other points that we're going to be talking about as well. I've seen this time and time again. You've published a book and your cover is great, your content is amazing, you put in a ton of effort, it took you months, and then crickets. And you ask yourself, why isn't your book selling? Well, it's your topic. See, choosing a profitable topic or an in-demand topic is the most important aspect you can do when you're publishing a book. And the main shift that you want to go from here is you want to shift and think like a publisher or a publishing house versus a creator or an author. There's a massive difference in the two ways of thinking. See, publishers are strategically looking at the business and strategically thinking what books to publish and what books not to publish based on the amount of money that they want to earn. When you see advanced publishers killing it, making $10, $15, $20, $50,000 a month, they're not publishing books hoping and praying they're gonna sell. They know that their book is guaranteed to make sales before they even start writing it. And that comes down to topic selection and understanding exactly how to do it. So let's take some time now and talk about the different levels of topic selection that there are and break down each one so that you, after this video, will have a better understanding of exactly what to look for when you're trying to find a profitable topic. So the first thing that we want to focus on is, what is your keyword strategy? Your book topic, or sometimes what your book keyword is, a vital piece of information you must have before you move forward with anything else. If you can't tell me in one or two words what your topic is or what your main keyword is, do not keep going. You have to have a profitable keyword or a main keyword that you're focused your book around. So for example, if we're doing a book for seniors fitness, we might want to be focused on specifically like Tai Chi or chair yoga for seniors. Those are the topics, but those are also the keywords that the entire book is going to be built around, right? Seniors getting healthy is the same thing, but it's not really a topic. It's not a specific keyword that people are going to be searching for in Amazon. Now, once you understand what your keyword is, how do you validate it to make sure that your book's going to make sales before you start writing it? Well, topic validation is one of the most important steps you have to do when you're going through your research, right? And the big thing that people get wrong with this is they're like, I'm going to publish a book that people like, or I'm going to publish a book that I like. Or the absolute worst thing you can do is you go to your friends or your family and you ask them, hey, would you read a book on this? The worst opinions are your friends and family, because they just want to make you feel good and they just want to like butter up your ego. So their opinion is completely irrelevant on whether or not they think the book is good or not. You have to validate it in the actual marketplace on Amazon with real customers who are currently buying or not buying books on that topic. And then it's looking at the competition. Understanding tons of competition is not a bad thing. Usually tons of competition means there's a lot of demand, there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of stuff going on. Whereas low competition might mean that it's not like a blue ocean, so to speak, but it's zero demand. So understanding that, hey, if there's a lot of competition here, that's telling me something. It means other people have done their research. Other people have already done all of the hard work for me. It's validation that this is a good idea to publish on. But understanding When is too much competition going to hinder your results? Knowing where you're at. See, a beginner publisher, we look for specific metrics that we're going to talk about it in a little bit here, versus an advanced publisher is going to look for completely different metrics when they're looking for a niche to publish in, because they're at two different levels. An advanced publisher can publish in a much more competitive niche than somebody who's starting off. And it's not just resources, it's the advanced publisher. If we took away money, the advanced publisher just understands the marketplace better. They understand what they're doing better than a new publisher. And then to kind of wrap this all together with positioning, it's weak ass titles. Right? Just horrible titles. You have to understand what's the purpose of the title. If I can't read your title and know exactly what I'm going to get from your book, it's a bad title. A proper title is going to do a couple things. One, it's going to give your book SEO, right? Amazon's a search engine, so your title has to have an aspect of good SEO in it. So Amazon knows how to index it. And when customers are looking for a specific book, they're going to find your book because you've put some good SEO in it. The other thing is, when a customer reads your title, they should be able to understand, hey, if I buy this book, I'm going to be here at the end of it. I will be able to solve this problem after reading the book. If they can't get that clearly from your title, they're not going to move down and click on it and open up the description to read a little bit more. So that title has to tell them exactly what they're going to be getting from reading your book. So now let's talk about how to fix these things. What are the actionable steps that you can take to fix this? Okay, so first on validation or demand. So when you're brand new and you're just starting off and you're trying to figure out, how do I find a profitable topic? This is what you do. You're gonna download Kip Scout. It's a free tool. That's the only tool you need for figuring out what's a profitable topic in 2026, and you're a brand new publisher. You don't need BookBeam, you don't need anything else. You only need Kip Scout. I want to be clear on that. Any other tool you use is only going to hurt your business as a brand new publisher. You're going to look for keywords or topics that have less than 150 reviews, that are making more than $500 in sales, that are listed on the first page, so the top 20, and you want to find a keyword that has at least 3 books that have over $500 in sales and have less than 150 reviews on them. Once you find that, you have a profitable topic, you can continue through the process of getting that book published now. You have validation. So if you find a keyword and let's say it has $300 in monthly sales, but it hits everything else, do you have a profitable topic? No, you don't, because there's not enough demand there for you to guarantee yourself some success. So you have to be strict with these numbers. And sometimes, yes, it will take you a while. But guys, finding a profitable topic is like a muscle. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it and the quicker it will develop. So you have to develop this skill from the beginning. Hey, real quick, if you want to publish a book on Amazon and make money from it, I got this for you. I'm running a free 3-day publish and profit challenge. By the end of it, you'll have a book published on Amazon and making your first sales. I've been publishing for over 9 years. I've published hundreds of books, helped thousands of people do the same. If you don't know where to start, or you can't find a profitable topic, or you just don't want to waste time or money, this is for you. Day 1 is finding your topic, creating a book title, getting your cover locked in. Day 2, it's all about building your book. It's doing the research, creating the outline, and writing your entire book. And then day 3, polishing your book, publishing it on Amazon, and showing you how to generate your first sales. And this is free. I'm showing you the exact way to build this business without having to hide it behind a paid course. You're also going to get my free support group, and you're going to get the custom GPT that I built specifically to help you with this challenge. Just click the link in the description or go to publishingacademy.com/challenge. You'll get an email. It'll be the link to get into the SKOOL group. In the classroom section, everything's laid out. Go do it now. So now once you have that profitable topic, how are we building our title around that? Well, one, your profitable keyword or topic is going to be the very first part of your title. So there's the main title and the subtitle. Your profitable keyword, like cherry yoga for seniors, that's going to be in the main title box in Amazon KDP when you're entering all the data. So that's what you're focused on. The subtitle is going to be everything else. The subtitle is built around the outcome or the benefits that the customer is going to receive from reading your book. right? So, just going off the top of my head, I haven't looked at yoga niche in a while, but, better mobility, increased strength, longevity, something along those lines. When they're reading these specific phrases, they understand, hey, if I get this book, I will have better mobility and I will increase my strength and have better, longer longevity at the end of it. It's a very, very clear outcome for them. If they have a clear outcome, they're more likely to buy your book. Now let's talk about the competition issue. So as a beginner, you want to get into a niche that is gonna be a little competitive, but not crazy competitive. And competitiveness doesn't just mean how many books you're competing with. It means how much is it gonna cost you to publish the book, right? For example, if you're getting into the fitness niche, you can't just publish one book. You have to publish a book that's gonna have illustrations. It might be, AI might be okay to do some of them depending on how complicated they are. But then what if everyone's offering videos as a lead magnet for their other books, right? Well, guess what? You're gonna have to pay to get videos done, right? Or you're gonna have to find a way around that, right? But if all the top books are offering like a video program to go along with their fitness training for seniors, how are you gonna compete with that if you can't create that? You wanna be mindful on the type of books that you're doing, right? Cookbooks, I'm not a big fan for beginners to start cookbooks. Why? Because it requires a lot of different types of formatting that usually drive up costs for beginners. Pictures or no pictures is a thing. Yes, you can do cookbooks without pictures. I've done it before, made a killing. But, that's also a thing. It's understanding, am I gonna do colored or black and white? That's another thing. And these are all things that drive up costs for beginners and make it harder. When you're a beginner, you want to make this as easy as possible. So look for niches that are gonna have very, very little pictures and just lots of text, because that's gonna help keep your costs down. It's gonna be easy to produce those books over and over and over again, so you can learn faster by producing more books. And guys, to wrap things up here, this is the brutal truth. I've talked about emotions before, and you can't be emotional about your books, right? You want to look at this business without any emotion on it, and just from data and logic, right? From objective reality. If your goal is to make money, you need to publish books that are going to make you the most money. Some of you are obsessed with making books that have literally capped out their earning already, but you're obsessed with trying to squeeze as much blood from a stone, when it would be so much easier to let those books do its thing and start publishing new books in a brand new niche that have much better margins and just start making more money, right? Those books are always gonna be there, and they're gonna pad the bottom of your KDP account. But it's so much easier just to go and create some other books that are gonna make you $8, $9, $10 or $11 in royalties versus the ones that are making you $4, $5 or $6 right now. And I'm guilty of that too. I've done that exact same thing. I've held on to books that I was like, I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna make this work. I just need, one more or whatever the case is. And then as soon as I made a shift, I was dumbfounded at how much faster I was scaling my business, because I had books that had higher margins. I had books that were just better. And I look back at those old books and it's like, well, yeah, I had to learn. I just had a conversation with a student and he just decided to raise his prices to, I believe, $14.99. I've been telling him probably for like 6 or 7 months, like, bro, just raise your freaking prices higher. And it just took him 6 or 7 months of making whatever. And then all of a sudden he raised his prices, he started selling more, and he was getting paid like $3 more in royalties. Like, it's just a no-brainer. We're doing our best to try to help you win. Sometimes you just gotta listen. So anyways, guys, my books didn't sell because I got lucky. My books sold because I got strategic about the business of what I was doing. And that was becoming a great publisher. You can do the same. When I stopped publishing based on what I liked and start publishing based on what was validated in the marketplace, everything changed for me. So you can either keep publishing and hoping things are gonna get better, or you could just get them better like that. And that's exactly what the 3-Day Publish and Profit Challenge is designed for. It's a structured program where I walk you through everything from A to Z and help you get your first book published in just 3 days, completely for free. So you can go click the link in the description or the pinned comment, and I will see you inside the challenge. Till next time, everybody, I'm Emeka. Peace.